This is the brief on Chen's Sky Soaring Dragon Gate Challenge. Okay, so we're diving into Chen's pretty intense journey through the Sky Soaring Dragon Gate. Think of it like this ancient smart artifact that tests just how strong challengers really are. And Chen? Well, he keeps blowing past everyone's low expectations. First off, when he gets in there, people like Su Qinging totally underestimating him. But bam! He just silences the critics. He takes down the White Eagle disciple, no problem, and then the much tougher White Zhao disciple. We're talking a level comparable to some real powerhouses out there. He does it with his unique Sky Wheel of Light technique. You know, these quick wins, they even make the gate itself go, whoa, okay, this guy's way stronger than we thought. But wait, it gets crazier. Second, the trials ramp up, like a lot. Chen faces the White Dragon disciple. Now, this is a challenge that stumps even super high-level cultivators. This opponent's Dark Blade attack, it pushes Chen right to his absolute limits, and, get this, it actually shatters his Sky Wheel of Light, first time ever. So he has to think fast, right? He cleverly uses a high-level, heavenly star circuit array, kind of like a complex magical formation, to snag the win. Super smart move. Finally, even with that win, Chen has this important moment of realization. He knows he kind of relied on the erase strategy against an opponent that wasn't, thinking for itself. It hints that his direct combat power still has limits right now. And boom, right away, the ultimate challenge appears, the Golden Dragon Disciple. This basically screams, okay, time for a major power-up, a big jump in his cultivation. His spiritual development is absolutely essential now.
So yeah, this whole intense sequence, it really spotlights Chen's tactical genius. But also, man, he seriously needs that next big evolution in power.
This is the brief on Chen's Heaven Soaring Dragon Gate Challenge. Okay, so today we're jumping into a really intense moment from the Great Ruler, that epic fantasy. This is from episode 427. Our guy Chen, he's facing this super tough test. Think like a powerful ghost opponent inside the ancestral Heaven Palace. Big stakes here. First up, Chen's strategy, pretty brilliant, honestly. He took a huge gamble, decided to power up to the 9th level of the Supreme Controller Realm during the challenge itself. See, the Dragon Gate offered some protection, letting him pull this off. And that power boost? Crucial. It let him unleash his really powerful 9-god slain dragon array, using a dragon bone, no less, against this phantom who was also at that full 9th level, nearly hitting Earth's supreme power. Tough opponent. Second, his actual fighting style was kind of wild, totally unexpected. He knew the phantom was stronger, right? So instead of a direct clash, he went for this wear-down tactic. He just kept summoning these dragon arrays, one after another, basically throwing dragons at the problem repeatedly. And yeah, it cost him millions of those Supreme Controller liquid drops, just to keep his energy up. But he was literally grinding the phantom down. Finally, all that effort, it paid off big time. I mean, he was exhausted, hurting, and down 3 million of those energy drops, but he shattered the phantom. That win got him the super prestigious Golden Dragon Disciple title and the only slot to learn the legendary Sun God body technique there. Pretty much blew everyone's minds watching outside. So yeah, Chen's clever tactics and just sheer grit really secured him a major win and a top spot in the Ancestral Heaven Palace.
All right, let's talk about the grief on the Ancestral Heaven Palace trials from the Great Ruler. So you've got the Ancestral Heaven Palace, right? It's basically the spot for these super intense trials. Powerful contenders go head-to-head for disciple titles, and wow, some major hidden strengths are coming out, shaking things up. Big reveals happened. Let's dive in. Okay, first, Chen. Biggest shocker. He's almost at the 9th grade sovereign stage, super high level, yeah? But bam, he nabs the Golden Dragon Disciple title. Even the strong Su Qinging couldn't. How? He had this killer trump card, the 9 Dragons Killing Array. Nobody saw it coming. Now everyone knows he's way more powerful than thought. Second, Chen's friend, Lin Jing, the War Emperor's daughter, she also snagged Golden Dragon Disciple status. The trial was so tough, even her powerful 9th grade sovereign stage ice doll, a top-tier fighting puppet, failed. Lin Jing had to step in herself to win. So yeah, she's seriously strong. Finally, another ally, Jiyu, got the elite Golden Horn Disciple status. Pretty cool. It's down to her unique background, from the ancient immortal phoenix. Think awesome spirit power, plus tips from its queen. Oh, and powerhouse Jiru Lahao from the Demon God Temple shows up, hunting someone with the solar god body, a special body for sun energy. He thinks their fresh blood is key to upgrading his own. So yeah, these trials weren't just about titles. They've totally flipped the script on power in the ancestral Heaven Palace, setting up epic showdowns between these rising stars.
This is the brief on the ancient celestial palace. All right, so picture this. You've got Mu Chen, Lin Jing, and Ji Yu are adventurers, right? They've just jumped headfirst into the legendary ancient celestial palace. Yeah, that place. A massive old ruin just packed with ancient power and who knows what treasures. Used to be the biggest deal on the whole Tianlalo continent. First up, their main goal? They're trying to reach the heavenly lake. See, there's this super rare ritual there for body refinement. Think leveling up their power, their cultivation, you know? Enough to hit the really strong Earth sovereign level. But the palace is huge. Like thousands of floating islands, and a lot of them have these tricky magical formations, these arrays, kind of blocking the view. Next, things get way easier over at the Wind Palace. Turns out, Mu Chen finds this amazing jade scroll map. And it's not just any map. It shows exactly where all 9 palaces and 5 halls are. So boom, their search speed's way up. This map points them straight to the Wind Palace, looks pretty normal on the outside. But surprise, it's guarded by a seriously tough ancient array. But this is where Mu Chen gets clever, right? He finds a little weakness and slips them inside. And then whoa, inside, yeah, the buildings look great, almost perfectly preserved. But they also find all these skeletons, just looking up at the sky, terrified. It paints a pretty grim picture, doesn't it? Looks like some sudden, awful invasion way back when by this powerful demon race led by a big-shot demon king. You know, these really nasty ancient beings. Now the main hall, that's the real challenge. It's locked down by this ridiculously strong Grandmaster-level array. Basically a super complex magic defense hidden inside what looks like a storm. Trying to just bust through? No way. It's all gonna come down to Mu Chen figuring out a weak spot. Really, Mu Chen's smarts are their only shot as they tackle the old dangers and deep secrets hidden in this palace.
This is the brief on the battle for the ancestral Heaven Palace. So, we've got adventurers Mu Chen, Lin Jing, and Ji Yu diving deep into this ancient, kind of epic place, the ancestral Heaven Palace. They find some amazing treasures, but run smack into this terrifying guardian whose power is just way beyond what they expected. Really puts their whole quest in danger, you know? Okay, first up, picture this. The group walks into this huge, amazing hall, and bam, a purity spirit pond. We're talking over 50 million drops of super concentrated purity spiritual liquid. You know, that's like mega fuel for cultivators, folks who practice spiritual arts. And right there, 2 real great heavenly artifacts. These are legendary, super powerful magic items, right? A green feather fan and some kind of mysterious jade scroll. But yeah, guarding all this, the Wind Temple Commander. Just sitting there, body looks preserved, but then his eyes snap open. All demonic black and red. Yikes. Second point, this commander, way tougher than expected. I mean, even after tens of thousands of years just sitting there, he's still packing power somewhere between a top-tier 9th grade Supreme Think Master-level warrior and an Earth Sovereign, which is like almost godlike power. So yeah, Mu Chen figures this guy is way out of their league. This isn't just a fight, it's survival mode, basically. And finally, the fight kicks off. Lin Jing, she goes kinda all out, right? Uses this ice puppet, basically a strong magical construct like a 9th grade Supreme level, plus a ton of these powerful one-shot jade charms, you know, magic talismans, just to soak up the hits. But here's the twist. The commander? He's smart. He stops going after the puppet and grabs that green feather fan, which turns out to be one of those actual great heavenly artifacts. Things just got way more dangerous. So now, the stage is set for an even scarier showdown, with the commander wielding this legendary artifact against our adventurers.